Hi. Welcome back. In today's class, we will be learning Project Management in Operations. Fundamentals of Project Management in Operations. Project management in operations involves the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to project activities in order to meet project requirements. In operations, project management is critical for executing initiatives that impact the company's efficiency, productivity, and growth. It involves careful planning, coordination, execution, and monitoring of all project components to ensure objectives are met within scope, time, and cost constraints. Key components of project management in operations. Project planning, the first phase where the scope, objectives, timelines, resources, and risks are identified and planned. This phase sets the foundation for all project activities. Project execution involves the implementation of the plans, management of resources, and coordination of tasks to deliver the project goals. Monitoring and controlling ensures that the project is on track. Performance metrics are monitored, and corrective actions are taken to keep the project aligned with goals. Project closure. This phase involves completing project deliverables, closing contracts, and documenting lessons learned. Project management in operations requires a deep understanding of both technical and managerial aspects to effectively address operational challenges and improve performance. Project scheduling techniques, Gantt chart, critical path method. Gantt chart. A Gantt chart is a visual tool used in project management to represent the timeline of a project. It shows the start and finish dates of various project elements, helping to plan and track the progress of tasks over time. Key features of Gantt charts. Task duration. Each task or activity in the project is represented as a bar, with the length of the bar indicating how long the task will take. Task dependencies. Dependencies between tasks can be shown, highlighting which tasks need to be completed before others can begin. Milestones, important points in the project, such as the completion of major tasks or phases, are marked to track progress. Gantt charts are widely used for planning and tracking projects, particularly in construction and operations, where complex timelines need to be managed. Critical Path Method, CPM. The Critical Path Method, CPM, is a project management technique used to identify the longest sequence of dependent tasks in a project, known as the critical path. This path determines the shortest possible time to complete the project. Any delay in tasks along this path will result in a delay in the overall project completion. Key steps in CPM. Identify all tasks and activities. List all tasks required to complete the project. Determine task durations. Estimate how long each task will take. Identify dependencies. Determine which tasks depend on others. Identify the critical path. Calculate the longest path through the project, considering task durations and dependencies. This path determines the project's completion time. Optimize non-critical tasks. Tasks not on the critical path can be delayed without affecting the overall project timeline. CPM is particularly effective for managing complex projects with multiple tasks, as it helps focus attention on tasks that directly affect the project's deadline. Managing operational risks in projects. Managing operational risks is a vital component of project management. Operational risks are risks that affect the ability of a project to meet its objectives within the defined scope, time, and cost constraints. Types of operational risks. Financial risks, risks related to the project's budget, including underestimation of costs or cost overruns. Schedule risks, risks related to project delays, whether due to resource shortages, unforeseen circumstances, or unrealistic timelines. Resource risks, risks regarding the availability or performance of key resources, such as labor, equipment, or materials. Technology risks, risks related to the failure of technology or tools used in the project. Quality risks, risks that the project output does not meet quality standards or customer expectations. Managing operational risks. Risk identification, early identification of potential risks through brainstorming, expert input, and historical data analysis. Risk assessment, evaluate the likelihood and potential impact of each identified risk. This helps prioritize which risks to address first. Risk mitigation, develop strategies to reduce or eliminate risks. This could involve additional planning, resource allocation, or using technology to minimize risk. Monitoring risks, continuously track risks throughout the project. This includes assessing if new risks emerge and if mitigation strategies need adjustment. Contingency planning. Develop backup plans in case a risk materializes. Contingency plans are essential to minimize the damage if an unexpected event occurs. Agile versus traditional project management. Traditional project management. Traditional project management, often referred to as waterfall project management, follows a linear, sequential approach. It typically involves 5 stages: initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and closing. Each phase must be completed before moving on to the next. Characteristics of traditional project management. Predictive, emphasizes upfront planning and scheduling, assuming that the scope and resources are clearly defined from the outset. Fixed scope and budget. The scope, budget, and timeline are usually set early in the project and are not flexible. Structured approach, a clear project structure with defined roles and responsibilities, and project phases. This approach is best suited for projects with well-defined requirements and little expected change during the project lifecycle. 4.2 Agile Project Management. Agile project management is an iterative and incremental approach that focuses on flexibility and customer collaboration. Instead of following a linear sequence of tasks, Agile breaks the project into small, manageable units called sprints. Each sprint is typically 1 to 4 weeks long, and at the end of each sprint, a usable product increment is delivered. Key features of Agile project management. Flexibility. Agile welcomes changes in requirements, even late in the development process. Continuous collaboration. Agile focuses on communication and collaboration with stakeholders throughout the project. Frequent deliverables. At the end of each sprint, the project team delivers a part of the final product, allowing for continuous feedback and adjustments. Customer-centric. Agile prioritizes delivering value to the customer at each iteration. Agile is often used for projects where requirements are not fully understood or are expected to change frequently, such as software development or product innovation. Thank you for listening. See you in the next class.